As the CEO of an organization, you have no choice. You can take all the efforts you want in the world. You cannot turn around the entire organization by yourself or with just 5 or 6 people. After every recommendation, you are not just done with recommendation. This is called next steps as a jargon in consulting. Why do management consultants from Mckinsey, BCG and Bain tend to make really good CEOs? Hi, if you're new to my channel, then I talk about all things management consulting, all things MBA, all things skills and travel, especially in your 20s and in your early 30s. And I spent last 10 years working in management consulting, and now I am a co-CEO myself as I co-lead an organization with my co-founder. So feel free to hit on the subscribe and the notification button so that you get notified whenever I am on a chai break. Let me do the chai sip. A lot of you say that I don't drink coffee, my cup is empty. No, it's not. I love chai. That's why it's always kept next to me whenever I'm shooting these really cool videos for you. And with that, let's get started. Watch till the end because I am going to be sharing 10 reasons why management consultants make really good CEOs. And of course, let me know in the comment section if you want me to delve deeper into any of the skill set that is exhibited by these management consultants while they become CEOs. There are plenty of people from Mckinsey, BCG and Bain who have made really successful CEOs. Indra Nui, former CEO of PepsiCo, she was at BCG. We'll share the screen somewhere or put a screenshot. There is Bobby Liu, who was actually the CEO of Verb, which was an award-winning mobile search platform. The CEO of YouTube actually was a former management consultant at Bain. Megan Whitman, who is the CEO of eBay, had actually worked in Bain and Company as well. The list is endless. We will put up the link of the list in the description box. Which means that you might wonder, what is it that management consulting is really teaching for people to become good CEOs? In fact, I am a CEO today of my education venture, and there are certain skills that I learned in my last 10 years of working in management consulting and in strategy. So here goes the list. And of course, somewhere on my laptop, I am going to be peeping in because the list is long, but I don't want to miss out on any pointer so that you get quality content from me. The first one is structure to the madness. When you're leading an organization, there is a lot of chaos. And that is why many a times management consultants are also hired. Every day there is a new crisis. Every day you are managing a situation. Every day you have some goals to achieve. That means that you need someone who can neatly and cleanly put structure to the entire chaos. Someone who can put down processes. Someone who can maintain the operation. Someone who can tell that in this crisis, these are the 3 predictive things we need to do, or these are the preventive things we need to do, and these are the actions we need to take. So that is the number 1 skill because of which management consultants make very good CEOs. Point number 2 is the business insight, because management consulting as a profession teaches you to get business insight. Business insight is not just data analysis. You get business insight after combining the business context to a data insight, and because your bread and butter on an everyday basis is to read business insights, and that's why as a CEO it becomes very easy for you to get business insight out of every situation and get an action item out of it. That's why management consultants make very good CEOs. Point number 3 is big picture mindset and P&L mindset. Because consultants are obsessed with impact. Why? Because client will only pay consultants bomb when they will move the needle or they will make the impact. That impact can be P&L level, that impact can be numbers. That means that as the CEO of an organization, you have no choice. You can take all the efforts you want in the world. But if the numbers are not moving on the P&L, then that effort was fruitless, right? And management consultants, because they are obsessed with numbers, with P&L, with impact, that's why they tend to have a very good big picture understanding, big picture view, and an obsession with impact, and that's why they are able to make the intended impact in the organization. So that's reason number 3 why management consultants make very good CEOs of organization. Point number 4, and I'm peeping again into my laptop, which is people first person and inclusion. I said this in one of the other videos that management consulting is a team member game. You are not a lone warrior. You are working with case team manager, you are working with partners, you are working with CXOs, you are friends with the clerks, you are working next to data analysts from the client side. That means that it becomes a second nature for you to be very inclusive in your working style. And as the CEO of the organization, that is what you are supposed to do as well, right? You cannot turn around the entire organization by yourself or with just 5 or 6 people. It should be in your nature to be very friendly and to be able to get work done from people from the bottom of the pyramid to the top of the pyramid. And that's the number 4th reason why management consultants make very good CEOs. The 5th reason is interlinking and big picture mindset. Management consulting as a profession teaches you to combine marketing with technology, technology with operations, operations with supply chain with finance. Why? Because when you're trying to solve big picture problems, you cannot just afford to look things in silos. And similarly, when you're a CEO, when you're overseeing all the departments, when the chief product officer, the chief operations officer, chief finance officer are all working below you, then it becomes important for you that if they're working in silos, you are able to combine on the dots together and have the big picture mindset, because consulting as a profession teaches you well, and that's why consultants tend to become very good CEOs. Which brings us towards point number 6, which is an ability to develop themselves. Management consulting is such a harsh industry, which is of up and out, which is that you cannot afford to not learn or invest in your upskilling time and again. I have worked in 10 years in management consulting, and that's why I've realized the rigor of it, the pressure of it to develop yourself. And as a CEO, you cannot just afford to say that I know X and I will not learn Y and Z, right? In every new industry, in every new context, in ever changing market dynamics. In fact, today as the CEO myself, I'm learning so much about not just education industry, but technology, but consumer behavior, about consumer journey and whatnot. That means that your ability to learn new things actively without someone sitting on your head becomes the needed skill for you to become a good CEO. So that's the 6th reason why management consultants make very good CEOs. The 7th reason comes with a network. So most of the management consultants, they have a peer network from their own firm, and they have a network from the client side as well. And when big organizations invite them to become the CEOs, they come with their own network. When the CEO will be stuck in a situation, the CEO will not be going to board members all the time to find an answer. He or she will be able to tap upon to the potential or tap upon his or her own network that has been forged over so many years to solve the problem. So that is another reason why management consultants tend to make very good CEOs, the 7th reason. The 8th one is foresight and visionary. Management consulting as a profession teaches you to think like a CEO and CXO. After every recommendation, you are not just done with recommendation. You always advise the client what is next. This is called next steps as a jargon in consulting, because you're always thinking 2 steps ahead. It becomes second nature for you to become and think like a CEO. The job of a CEO, so today, if I'm shooting this video on 7th of October, I'm not just concerned about 7th of October or October. I'm thinking about 2023, 2024. And that has become second nature for me to not just solve for the present, but solve for the future as well. Which makes us talk about the 9th skill that comes really very handy for management consultants to become good CEOs, which is ability to communicate very succinctly and very sharply. As a CEO, you just can't afford to talk through the entire point and eventually after 20 minutes come to the main point. You have to talk very sharply to your team members, to the shareholders, to the board members, and management consultant as a skill, as a profession teaches you to talk very briefly. With that, we come to the last point, which is my favorite once again. Because in consulting, I faced a lot of stress, a lot of storm-like situation. It has become very much second nature for me to be like Buddha and have my Zen nature whenever there is a calm, whenever there is a storm in my organization. And I can imagine this for all the CEOs who join the role of a CEO after management consulting, because consulting is a little stressed industry, stress role compared to other roles. You tend to become generally more calm whenever there is a storm around. And that, I think, is one of the most fundamental character of being a CEO. You can't afford to panic yourself when the entire world is panicking. You have to be able to think clearly. You have to be able to think without your emotions. Not let your emotions override the kind of rationality you have. And that's my time with all of you in this video, why management consultants make very good CEOs. And if you like to be on a chai break with me, I've always maintained if you need more help to become a management consultant, feel free to check out my education venture, Global Governance Initiative (ORG), where we run an impact fellowship where you learn with the chairmen and CEOs of Mckinsey, BCG and Bain, where you are mentored by the topmost management consultant mentors, where you actually do consulting style research projects. You are invited to join a very good quality peer network, and we actually invite in-person networking nights in Delhi, Mumbai, whatnot as well. In fact, I am going to be coming to Delhi soon, and we are going to be inviting the class of 2022 of GGINs for a get together as well. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they get to know about all the cool things that I'm sharing on my channel absolutely free of cost. I'll see you very much soon. Ciao.